Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Tasmanian Tiger 2, Bush Rescue. As we continue along, we're pretty much are halfway. It's not that long of a game, but it's not that like a lot of it's bad. I think a lot of it's serviceable. It'll get the job done for the most part, and again, something to relax a little bit, have a little fun, keep the conversation going. So if you ever want to start like the whole collectibles or find all the hidden imposters and whatnot, just talk to the police officer Koala over there, and your first one you'll find is actually right over here. Though it's a cheap imitation, and then report back. There are 25 of them across the game map. Good luck. So go ahead, start fighting them.
Hey, Ty.
It's not like it's that aka bad to do, but it's just there for you to do.
Good work,
stuff.
mate. You caught the spy red-handed. We'll be taking this fellow in for questioning. Hopefully we'll get some...
But like I said, there's like 25 of them, so you're gonna need either one, go to the ring shop here and get, like I got, the Infinity Ring, or go to the Sly shop later in the game, which is halfway through the campaign, because that's what the shop will finally be open. You can go through that area of the map and actually go do the job itself to get yourself the X-Ray, which is just more, like I said, it's just more of an upgrade.
Greetings, TIE unit.
So it's not like it's bad. It's more of an upgrade, you see. Instead of like holding down the L2 button, this one just gives you everything accessible, so you'll be able to see stuff more clearly. So there's that. But now we're off to save, air quote, unquote, the Hollywood stars again, and then do more stuff later. Which again, go ahead, start doing it, because you're gonna need to do them. But like I said before, you can tackle mostly any quest line in any order that you want to, actually. So you don't have to say the Hollywood people right away. Julius will be saying after a while, if you don't do a lot of them, like you do some of the other activities, they'll be saying, "What are you doing, mate? They're still being attacked." Which I do find to be hilarious at times, because they'll allow you to do almost anything else you want to in the game. But if you keep ignoring a couple of them, you just go, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be doing this now. Now get on it, mate." Which I find that to actually be kind of cool, actually. Okay, that one. Let's do tourist trap since we're right here, then the Crocodile Chaos. We're practically right next door to each other. Again, he'll be like, "What are you doing, mate?" I know, they only made that one little area for like, hey, use it for the sunscreen. Ah yes, the leeches. Ah, crap. Oh, technically speaking, you don't even need to use the Infinity Rings or X-rays to see, because they make them visibly clear enough for you. Use another one of your friends. Ah, shit. But that's okay. We can move on. again, these things were here in the original PS2 and other older console versions because of the whole limitations to get the areas to be loaded quick enough. Ah, the farm.
G'day, Betty.
Ty, am I glad to see you? This is my boyfriend, Duncan. Duncan, this is my brother, Ty.
Yes, I know.
Pleased to meet you, mate.
Likewise.
You picked a bad day to visit our tourist park. Someone sabotaged the bridge controls so we can't get up top.
Busloads of tourists are due any minute.
Is there any other way to get the bridge going again?
Well, you could kickstart these
I mean,
emergency
that would have helped out the
generators.
movie a little bit.
They're
but
scattered
I don't think
all
it was
over the
quite needed.
mangroves. Betty and I have to wait here for the tourists to arrive, so we can't do it.
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Ty.
I mean,
You're
that's
the
what
best.
employees are for.
Just follow
I'm
that path and make sure you hit all the generators on the way.
Just watch out for the frills, wild crocs, and flaming traps, okay?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Flaming traps, he said. But, you know, that's alright, you know. Do the mission, get out of here. You're good to go. Though, again, I don't mind these quests. They do feel a little bit lackluster, but I would like to say I like some of these environments. I only imagine what an actual full level of these would actually look like. Like, they could have gone crazy with some of the some of the smaller stuff they could have done. I think that's a good, fair point. That's a good, fair comparison, Jake. Yeah, tourists. Just watch out for the flaming street. Gosh. Okay, over here. So then I can get up here. I know, compare that to the first game, it's just the one guy they reused. Maybe he was the more likable of out of everybody else, but it would have been nice to have some variety. I mean, granted, the four friends were just plastered over the original. So I'm just saying, folks. Just saying. Great, more for the Bunyans, so. But some rings are definitely better than the others. Oh no, we need to do. Wait, hold on. Can I do it with the Smasher? Yes, I can. Again, they're silver cogs now. Why aren't they gold? I know that's a little small little nitpick for me, but I just prefer when they were gold. Like, keep it consistency, people. Keep it consistent. Was it that hard to do? But whatever. Moving onwards. Oh well, the buzzsaw go, and then we can move. So this is also why you use other stuff. See, as you can tell, we're barely doing any damage. freeze him, and I can zap him. You can't bite him. If you do this to them, see how little damage it does? That's why you need the sly ring. Because otherwise they just take way too long to get done. Oh, this one needs the... I'm trying to remember what that one needed. Because you can't take these guys out one way or another, so... So don't worry if you're not gonna beat the big lizard guys right now. So you can always come back much, much later in the campaign and with the actual money that you need to. That is required to take them out, actually. Ah, these guys. I know now it gives me the confidence which I needed earlier. Ah yes, the return of the spiders. Hope none of your arachnophobias. But don't worry, just like always, they go out with the flame ring very easy. So get that flame ring on. But even then, at the same time, that other guy tells him to, like, maybe you just made it up due to some family trauma, because, like, maybe you was hiding it. And, you know, that's part of one of the themes and messages. Maybe it was something he made up or not, but at the end, he was right all along. That's why he turns to the crowd and be like, I told you! I wasn't lying. So, not there yet. Always come back to it later. If you feel like it, that is, folks. I know some people just do it and be like, yep, we're done. I was only missing one, and that was way back over here. Typically, that is the end. And there it is. That's the end right there.
You did it!
Awesome, man. Now we can get this place open and ready for the tourists.
Birrell and Squeever's film set is still under attack from Cass's hoons. Be careful, though.
I know. He's like, they dressed up as extras, so be careful. Even though when you get there, it's just... See, like I said, like, you know, he'll be like, if you don't do it for a while, he's like, what are you doing, mate? Okay, got it. Okay, good. Got it. Good gracious. Good gracious, I finally got it. Yeah, that's fun. Let's get out of here. Even though I'm big on collectathons, you don't need to collect everything from Ty. Although that would have been funny if they locked the true ending behind it. No, no one would do that, like, ever. There we go. There we go. I know, they're all like right next to each other. I just find that funny. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Alright, the wetlands. What else? I gotta go to the other side. Come back around. I mean, if you want to grind, that was a nice spot to do it, actually. Not the spiders. So you can't quite do the purple crystals, the spike you have in the lash ring. You need the upgraded version in Sly's shop. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, actually. Or blue. I'm glad they played the jingle, but man, still feel missing that we're not doing like everybody else. Like it's that one guy that gets trapped. Like, bro, are you trying to get trapped? Oh, that's right. Do this. Not really. Thought I could, but I think that was with a different weapon. And onwards. I don't know, he's just there but never gets bit. It's amazing.
Orange rat? Jeez, I thought you was one of them. But they tend to be purple. I have to lighten up on the goo-boo juice. So, what brings you here? Me? I'm avoiding them. They looked, but they won't find me. No way. I think they might be attracted to orange rat smells. Listen, if I give you these, will you go away?
So 12,000, so wonderful. But you're still gonna need a lot more, and like I said, you're still gonna need to save up for those darn frustrating bunions.
Oi, over here, mate. Look, Clarence, it's Bush Rescue here to help us out.
What's the problem?
Me crocs have gotten out of their cage, and me son Clarence here is a bit frightened. It's best if I stay up here and keep him comforted. Could you herd those crocs back into the cage for me?
No worries.
And I still don't know why they put us in the house. Oh great, he's stuck. Wonderful. I mean, it's not like it's that hard to get this. Three. Look at that, halfway there. Again, for kids, this probably would have been like, okay, how do I do this? As an adult, you got this down in a bit. So it's not like it's that hard to do. Again, I like it that it's relaxing. I mean, they're very generous with the time. And get the last one.
Beauty bottler bonza, mate. You handle those crocs like a real pro. You're good enough to work at me croc farm.
Well, I have had some experience with crocs before.
Anyways, thanks again for the help. Little Clarence here is feeling much better now.
Oh dear.
He's a little larrikin, he is. Takes after his Uncle Dennis, he does. He's always getting into scrapes. Isn't that right, mate?
Oh.
He's gonna grow up to be a star footy player. Or a jackaroo. I can feel it in me bones.
There's a fierce bushfire ripping through the small town of Gunna, mate.
Ah, bushfire. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep. Alright. One more good one. And there it is. Oh yeah. you take a look at that. They're just like all right next to each other, so you can't guess which version I do. So let's just do it. Alright, here's a second film set. This time it's for real.
We're under attack!
Somebody please save us!
Imagine these poor stuntman team just getting their butts kicked by a kid throwing around some boomerangs.
What in tarnation? You's just wiped out our extras.
Again.
Why can't you just leave us alone?
But no buts about it, boy. You've messed up for the last time. Now you's get.
Elle needs a hand, mate.
Yep, that's why you need the deep scare, because you gotta go rescue Rex. And the funny thing is, like, this guy's gonna hold his breath for so long that it's amazing. So that's why you gotta keep on going back, even though you don't want to keep on going back. So the best strategy, in my opinion, if you want to get all the Bunyan stuff right away, make sure you have 5,000 in P, so that's what I can put. It was about 15k. So we got like 15k, which is actually pretty easy to get, if you know what you're doing. So you'll be fine. Or again, equip yourself with some of the Mega Ring or the upgraded one, and then start going to town on some to get your combos going. You get yourself a pretty fair amount once you get going. Give me the jump properly. Oh shit, where am I going? Go this way. And I still always wonder, why is the Bunyan there, if this is preventing us from going? Probably just to take out the frills, because you didn't think you're going to have the Smasher Ring, the Mega Ring at this point. But you probably should get these right away. As soon as possible, you can get them. Oh crap, I didn't get him close enough. Can you get him close enough? Blast him. Gosh, he didn't aggro the last guy. And I still don't have powerful enough rings. I mean, I'm glad the beer guys are here because it keeps the enemy variety healthy and fresh. Okay, let me go this way. So you're gonna need the frost ring. Or, you know, the upgraded version, but either way, regardless, here we go. Let's go rescue the poor son of a gun. Hey! Over here! Over here! And again, an alien. Well, I am gonna be honest with you. Why is there an alien here? Apparently, according to the original developers for Tide 2, on an Ask Me or Anything post, they stated that the original plan for Tide 2 was actually going to have some time travel mechanics. But, for one reason or another, you could chop this up to EA's meddling, or them putting the project back on track to somewhat. That idea kind of got thrown out the door, and hence why we have the more bush... I died. Bum 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 bum. Try again. I know, aliens do out of place, but when you think with the whole time travel mechanic, what the game was supposed to have, it makes more sense now. Hey, over here! Oh shit. What am I doing? Really? Again? Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot! Man, let's just go get the guy. What was that? No, what was that? I was like, wait, what was that for a second? Is that... What, seriously? There we go.
Help! There was this rock, and then this lava, and then... Calm down, mate. Just tell me what happened from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well, I woke up at 5 this morning. I had a nice hot shower,
Then I cooked some breakfast. I had a nice hot cup of coffee before...
Skip to the end.
Well, I was just exploring this area when one of the pillars sunk into the lava, stranding me here. I thought I was a goner.
Don't worry. Bush rescue to the, rescue. Okay, now follow me.
Thanks for saving me, Ty. You're a real hero.
Despite the fact that I still wonder how in the world we got him out. Oh, crocodile. Oh yeah. Let the combo go up. Something that couldn't have done here.
Di, are you feeling up to a challenge?
Depends what it is.
Inside this temple is the deadly stone beetle of Rhino Karnook. If you face the beast and live...
Basically, you just gotta race this thing to the end. And try not to get hit. Get hit a couple times, this thing will speed up and catch you like a trucker. But it's actually pretty easy to do. Stick to the path when you get to the opals, and you'll be fine. Still don't know what they were thinking by having so much there, but we did it.
Whoa! You made it!
It was easy as.
Well, I'm...
So yeah, kind of do your challenges and whatnot. You'll get some good opals, you'll make some nice stuff, and kind of go from there. Oh, okay. Well, let's get out of here then. I don't need that now. Jesus Christ. I always get hit by these darn crocs. There he is again.
Hey, this is my secret place.
Not
Only
anymore, pal.
Stevosaurus who knows the Gooble chant can be here. Gooble, 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 go. Shaka, waka, waka, whoa. Stick a finger in your ear and yell out Gooble loud and clear. I guess you know the chant now. Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
Alright, friends, let's get out of here. Now let's continue on with the main... Why do I always go here? As I was trying to say, let's continue on with the main path.
Hold it there. If you can survive the Temple of Karnuk,
Ah! Jump, 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 jump! Yeah, but yeah, place a silver cog right on my path. Game. Ah, the death traps. Haven't seen these suckers in a while. And I was gonna go up. move with them. Don't stand at these for too long. How we survive!
Congratulations, Ty. You survived the Temple of Karnook. I hereby declare you an honorary marsupial lion. Here is your reward.
But no, for real, let's get out of here now. Okay, so fight all these guys. Go over this way. Sure, this time I aggro everybody. Together. Go up. Go. So I don't know why they gave us the bunion. Maybe just to smash all the guys? Probably. Go up frills. And here we go. See, pretty simple. Okay. Alright. Now this one's with the different bunion. We'll see what we had last time.
Ty, it's looking grim. Not only are we up against a raging bushfire, but Boss Cass has sent a few of his goons in.
Righto, just point me in the right direction, and I'll be going the other way.
You cracked me up, Ty. Okay, follow me.
So yeah, you're gonna basically stick to the main objective. It's mostly being all the fires. Don't do any of the collectibles if you don't feel like doing anything. Like I said, you don't have to. So. Thank goodness we have a bunny, because I don't have any good upgrades. So my best good. Make sure you douse the fires completely. Do I like having the bunions? No. I still think they're a neat idea, but I think the concept would have worked just a little better. Oh wow. Over here. Wish there was a sprint button for the bunions. There isn't any. There we go, that one was pretty
good. On you, mate. You saved Gunna.
I bet there's gonna be a party to celebrate.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard that joke, I'd have about $17.
Uh-oh, there's been a flash flood, mate. Some of the farmies need help bailing out their shit.
So just like the crocodile one you did earlier in the campaign, this is the same thing, but with sheep. Instead of tagging crocs, we're saving sheep. I know, how original. But like I said, we're halfway through the campaign already. Like, it's meant to go fast enough, but just enough for you to be like, okay, I can get through all this. And if you do want to do all the collectibles, go for them. I know there was somewhere for all the thrills. Oh, here we go.
Good to see you, sir. Situation report is as follows. During the last big rain, the local farmer's sheep got loose and now are stranded all over the shop. We need to get them back to the shearing shed.
Just kind of like the last time. Kind of know you can do hold. You definitely can hold down the X button if you want to. You're gonna have to. But at the same time, if you play that GTA mission with the RC chopper, just hover, just glide. You'll get it done for the most part. Although for some of them, I can't believe they survived this long.
Look at all that water. Look, but don't touch.
Sorry about that, buddy.
I say, look at all that water. Sterling effort, sir. We've saved all the sheep.
Bonza! Mate, you wouldn't read about it. Fluffy's stolen another...
The fish. Wrong way. Back it up. What my parents do now? Again, everything spaced out is fine
Hey,
enough,
Ty.
but it is a lot of backtracking.
Hello there, Ty.
I'm gonna make that.
Good day, Ty.
Congratulations.
Welcome back, mate. Goodbye, that one.
So we get all of the keys.
You've done well, mate. You need more rope. Bye-bye.
Hello, Ty.
I know some of them are from.
It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? It's the sort of day that's just made for shopping.
I know some of them are from the last game, actually, which I'm very. Which is kind of nice to see, actually. So see the continuity, but they don't really do much. I think some of them would have been better NPCs for giving you quests. And be like, hey, did you help me with this? Do this now. So I gotta remember where the hell's. I think Sly's shop was on the way? No, he's on the opposite side. Now that it's open, you can go over to Sly whenever you want. And Sly is going to have your better upgrades. So you buy the weak stuff first, then get rid of it. Oh, and make sure you have enough. Because his are a little more expensive than what Mom and Dad were giving you. Ah, the Greenwood Force. But still, we're not quite there for most of it. But thankfully, his is just open enough for us to get through. Oh, and the developers don't want you to, well, they do want you to suffer just a little bit. Because his is all the way at the top, so make sure you got your lasher ring. If you don't have the lasher ring, by this point, what are you doing? It's very easy to get. Oh, I overshot that. I know, they're gonna have them like small elevator or whatnot. Nope, his is all the way in the top, which what am I doing? Okay, up, up. I mean, well, granted, you don't need it, but if you do have it, it's pretty cool to have. And you have to do this multiple times. I kid you not. So it's both fun to do, get a little challenge in.
Hey bro, you picked a great time to visit. I just got some great new rang upgrades in this week. Get a load of these. You've bought a beauty there, bro. Top buy there, Ty. Sorry, bro, but you don't have enough cash.
Yes, you can even give Sly his whipping.
Good one, mate. You should have fun with that.
But there's also one more, which is what your father had. That's why you need like a lot of money. That's why you need the tens of thousands of rupees. So start grinding. Start pretty much getting everything you need from stuff.
Catch it, bro.
Do challenges, do whatnot. Once you do have them, just pretty much just equip your best one if possible, because hey, they're a lot more fun to use. And they're a lot better for the upper stuff. Now the warp rings, they will actually get you to your crystals now. Don't worry, you at least have this to get back up to top, so be thankful. I love that when that happens. I just love doing that. Alright, let's go. Well, we could do a couple things. Let's go save our good aquatic friend first, and then we'll do main story content. He's really not that far away from me. Get there in a jiffy. And also, once you're done with Fluffy, the whole place, the whole map will finally open up. And when you're done with Fluffy, you only have a few more missions left, and then you're pretty much at the end of the campaign. So let's continue. So, to the deep sea rescue, which I'm say is that, again, I used to be afraid of a certain sea creatures. Okay, I don't know why, but even game format, I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. But just do it, get out of the way, you'll be fine. So it's back in the Bay Area. Alright, now that we got the submarine license, we can do some of the submissions. Which there really isn't that much, like 2 at best? Or was it 3? I think it was just 2. And this and then like a repair one. Alright, here she is.
Ty, are you a sight for sore eyes? Rex
Cut the
went
last one
diving
in.
for treasure, but a school of sharks rocked up and now he's trapped in a sunken shipwreck. You have got to help him get out of it.
So you basically want to follow where the lights are. And don't worry, you do have means to attack now. But this time you do want to, as I would like to say, actually collect the fuel. Because it's quite some time before you get there. So if you miss one, that'll be okay. You should still have plenty for later. If you do want to zoom out just a little bit better, just to see things are, it's the right analog stick.
Come on, mate. You have to get rid of them sharks for me.
Now you just gotta rescue him. That's the beauty of it.
My air's running out, mate. Hurry. Come on, mate. You have to get rid of them sharks for me.
I mean, that's kind of both a yes and a no. I mean, you can just pick him up and then he'll be fine, really.
All this treasure, and I can't do a thing with it.
After all, his wife just said you've got to get him out of there. So that's what you came to do, just get him out.
Hurry up, mate. I can't hold my breath forever.
See? You don't even have to get rid of all the
That
sharks.
was a top-notch effort there, Ty. I thought I was going to end up like a bag of chum.
I'm so glad to have you back in one piece, doll.
Fluffy still had...
Alright, so let's go. Let's go battle Fluffy.
I'm Chockers and I have the best kart racing tracks in town. But if you want to race, then you're gonna have to show me the opals. See ya, bud.
And here we go. Let's race. Yes, that's right. You can race in this game. Should you feel like it.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
See ya, Possum.
Back off, right? Ha 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 ha!
I'm winning!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Okay, that was complete. That was complete trash. I was like, what? No way. Now, yes, you can also race in co-op with friends as well. And, you know, go from there.
Out of the rough, mate.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Stupid babble!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
I am gonna say both Kaz and Frieza would get along very well.
Did that on purpose.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
There we go. And for the leaderboard, wow. 1 minute 15 seconds. Wow, that's impressive. Here we go. Go battle, Fluffy. This way, folks. This way. Yes, because I have a day off. Alright, this way, here we go.
Well, look who's here! It's #1 on the least wanted list.
That's rich, coming from #1 on the annoying rat list. Now, will you scram? I'm busy.
Not until I get what I came here for.
Another tail kicking? Oh, I can give you that.
So, so yeah, this is another. Thankfully, this one's another Bunyan battle, but yeah, at the same time, it's. There you go. Ah, yes. Where was it again? Ah, there they are. Gosh, I suck. So, Fluffy's gonna have minions, robots, around. So the only way to deal damage to them is... Yes, this is another one of those gimmicks where you're gonna have to, one... both not...
Fluffy.
Yeah, I was just about to tell them that, Julian. Thankfully, you only have to do this a few times. You bet, sweet Flippy, I did! And then she'll take out your missiles, so she doesn't have a chance to heal. So again, get rid of these guys, and then we're gonna go. Making the battle a little bit more fair. Yeah. That's what you gotta do. You can knock her out first for a little bit. Give you enough time. Get distracted. This one. So the battle doesn't actually prolong itself. Thankfully, this is the last time you're ever gonna fight Fluffy, I think, outside of one more. And that's it. Now the fight's left for real. What? Did you think this battle was gonna be something to the death? This is a tie game. Unfortunately, sadly.
Thank you!
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're almost as good as me. You know, Ty, still not too late to join us. We could use someone like you.
In your dreams, Fluffy.
If that's the way you feel, so be it. But don't expect any special favors next time we meet.
Good work in recovering the shadow drive, Ty.
No worries. What is it?
It's a component for a
Boy.
brand new power bunyip.
Power
You'll
bunyip.
get to see it in action soon enough. Good one.
I mean, literally
This
soon enough.
data nut is heavily encrypted. I suspect it may contain clues pertaining
I mean,
to
it kind of does,
Cass's
but then she
plan.
also jumps really high.
Like I found it, eh?
So, maybe reptile
I'll
finger?
call you a
Mate, Min Mining.
Min Mining needs your help. But also Julian needs your help.
Ah, Ty. These are my brand new experimental explosives. I need you to take them to the Min mining site.
Maybe, I don't know. So all you gotta do is this, just run! Because the dynamite could explode!
Hello, Toy.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, same here as well, brother. Come on. Oh, shit, again. Where am I going? No, there was a river. Holy crap. Oh gosh. I really don't like the cameras. they can just get over, no, there. Do this one quickly as possible because, like I said, you need all the bunions, so... Oh wait, this isn't the... Oh, the... Remember how I said there was time traveling in this game? Well, one of the initial pitches was... Is that they were trying to go for that idea? Well, if you thought you thought you saw everything for Ty, nope, you're definitely wrong there. You have yet to see everything from Ty. If you thought the alien was out of place, whatever, that's only like 100. I don't need that. This area right here. Yep, the stupid dinosaurs. Get ready, here we go. I mean, again, if they stuck with the time... Yeah, I forgot I could do that. To the time travel plot, originally, it wouldn't feel out of place. That's why the alien existed. That's why all this other stuff existed. But instead... Yep. I mean, like, here they are. Oh, boom, look at that. See, and now we can actually kick them down and pet. I mean, yes, there's some nice dinosaur fossils there, but really, in a tie game, we have dinosaurs. What is the episode from Tarzan where all you gotta do is go to this little crater in that one section of the place they all live in, and it's like, bam, they're back in Lost in Time. Oh, shit. Nope, never did. I'm talking about the cartoon, the show. And yet they're also near an oil rig somehow. Like, what is the logic? Yeah, that gives me that one, but again, if you want to get them all, go right ahead. Okay, go this way, this way, this way, this way. Summer Game Fest already happened. I mean, the developers, Krome Studio, I'm talking about the developer studio, Krome, are actually still around, actually. Oh, yes, you got, yeah, this is the mini game. Nope. Oh shit. Shoot. There we go. Got some nice opals from that. Well done. Like I said, folks, do them. And
G'day, mate. I'm Ty.
Hey, Ty. My friends call me Snappy.
G'day, Snappy.
I said my friends call me Snappy.
Okay. So, I hear you have a problem?
Yes,
none?
my interstellar time
It's
cruiser,
only my teenagers to adult
caravan,
years.
has crash landed on the other side.
I mean, like, there practically wasn't that many games I was playing as a kid that would say that it got announced, it got canceled. Heck, by the time that I was watching Spike TV, when, let's say, before it was rebranded to the Paramount Channel, when they started showing, or at least what I've discovered, that when there was this event called E3 being shown off, that's when it was like, what, Modern Warfare. I saw the showcase for Modern Warfare 3.
Will you quit following me? I'm trying to keep a low profile. And
It
it's
was
very
airing,
hard to
so
do. You
from
showing
Modern
up all
Warfare
the time.
3 onward,
For all I
for
know,
Spike
they
TV,
could
I
have
was
followed you
watching
here.
E3
All I want is some
every
peace and
summer.
quiet. Is that too much to ask
when
for?
Spike
Is
TV
it?
also did
Look,
the,
if I give you this,
the
you'll promise to
long
leave,
forgotten
okay? Here you go.
live stream of Comic-Con. That was actually pretty badass to see, because they interview a lot of comic book people talking about it. Oh, the one comic I remember because it stood out is when they interviewed the guy, because he was a, correct me if I'm wrong, during Spike when they did Comic-Con for San Diego Comic-Con, the guy they had for one of the interviews was like a former wrestler. So, and this was also during the, yes, the wonderful zombie craze we had. Oh, that shit's me back. Yeah, that shit's me back. And that his comic was based off a dad who had had a kid, had to go back into the world of wrestling to provide money for the family, but the whole, again, gimmick for that comic was wrestling zombies. I can't remember the title of the name, but that's what it was.
Try kicking it!
Okay.
Kicking it!
What? Ty, Julius is as mad as a...
Yeah, he's talking about this place. It was actually a cool idea because he actually demonstrated like how they would fight in the world in zombies. And he had his own kid there to demonstrate that that's what you're fighting for. I'm like, it's actually a pretty sweet idea. I wish I remember the name of the comic, so. Because it actually was really good. From what I could actually see, like some of the panels, I was like, dude, I want to read that, but. 20k, but we need much more than 20k. Even 50k. We need about like, was it 90k? Well, it's not just Rare, it's Microsoft. And the last time you want to actually see Conquer, it was in that stupid gimmick VR stuff that Microsoft did. What was it called again? Their virtual reality headset that they had, and they changed Conquer from what I loved him in, Bad Fur Day, the awesome drunk guy that with the movie reference, to that more playful squirrel. If you're really looking for that. Ah, young Conquer, the bane of my existence.
G'day, I'm Ty, from Bush Rescue.
Thanks for coming so quickly. My sister Pepper and I were doing some rock climbing in those hills when a dinosaur scared us and we ran in different directions. She's not the best rock climber.
So basically for this one, all you gotta do is just go rescue her. I mean, I think is a better area to grind. 500. That's what we're looking for. I mean, do I call Young Conquer bad? No. Was it the whole point to buy a VR? No, but I would like to say that at least it's there if you want to see Young Conquer.
Hey there!
What? You know...
The car's broken down.
So we got the sister. It's also hysterical that they're still here.
Thanks so much for finding my sister, Ty.
And again, the whole alien thing would work great for time traveling. I mean, it would have. At the same time, it was also a change-up that they wanted to do it. Conquer was happy in a lot of different iterations, but they wanted to change it. They wanted to feel Conquer. And I think it's more iconic that he is that way than the happy little squirrel. I think it's really pretty cool. They wanted to stand out.
Hey, Dennis! Woo! Relax, mate. It's me, Ty.
Oh, Ty, are you a sight for sore eyes? Those ghastly beasts won't let me move on.
Crikey!
Could you be a kind...
And you're gonna need the bunny and... Hey, get back here! Just let me get in, man. Could you at least stand still and not... I know, dinosaurs. These are supposed to be the more friendly kind, Dennis. So what are you thinking? They're not supposed to attack you. They're attacking the herbivores, man. If they were T-Rex, I would make you a whole lot different stance. I mean, they look like herbivores, but whatever. Game's got a game, I guess. Now where is he? Come on. What was that, like a few meters? Like a mile and a half? I mean, Conquer still is a platformer. What are you talking about?
Did it! You took care of those beastly beasts. This just goes to show why we need a look.
Mate, there's been an accident on the
The Dusty Road Highway. Ah, that one. Remember I said, like, you need all the bunny and stuff? Yeah, the only time the lift one... No, was there another time that the lift one gets used? God, I just don't remember. I mean, Conquer's still a platform, but they add so much different stuff. Dark humor, references to pulp culture at the time period. Pretty sweet and awesome. I think that's what helped make it stand out, and it's more adult-oriented. It's such a classic at that point. It's just a classic. Also, the Pikachu joke is hilarious. And they refound the Pikachu joke. They had to get it out because they're like, no Pikachu jokes. And it's like, come on, man. And according to the director, that was his favorite joke in the entire game. That he was sad to remove it, but was also extremely happy that they got it back. I swear, am I just missing the point to re-trigger everything? That the thrills would come back, or is that just later? But in the final version of the game, it was removed. Just remember, the developer even said, that's my favorite joke, but we had to remove it. Then we can safely get out of here then. Oh no, this is just meant, no, not really meant to be, but... 500, sweet. I'll take that. I want a lot of opals I can get as soon as possible. Alright, moving forward. Let's do that stupid highway one. Oh, I don't even remember where I did all the No, I think I did all the grinding to do the final mission over and over and over again. I think that's why I did all my grinding, to get like a lot of the opals, to get all the boomerangs. But I can do this! Sweet. Okay, this way, here we go. I think Vita Piranha is their best one on 360 titles. And then Grabbed by the Ghoulies, I think. I like the concept a lot. Could be a little better. gotta go back this way. Go back this way. Ouch. I mean, 4Kids is kind of alive, not really alive, but I get your point. Where was the... Oof. It's very close. I gotta wonder, did I just like roll around to getting this thing?
G'day, Ty. I've got Julius's plutonium rod here. It's got an extremely short
Oh yeah, the platinum pen. Nope, I didn't shoot. Go around the other way. Oh, I can't do... I think I was meant to do this for... what? Don't worry, we can always do it again later. And yes, this stupid thing is extremely slow. And you're just supposed to do the containers. But, oh god. This is the mission that everybody dreads because it's out of place with all the bunions. It doesn't make sense. And yet there's 5 of them. Like, look how slow this thing is. Oh my god. Just pick it up. Oh, that's cool. It's cool now. It's very cool now. Yeah. Alright, aggro 2 of them. 3 of them. Bet they only put the giant goals here just to do a little bit of combat. God, this thing is slow! Did I mention this thing is slow? That was not fun at all. Okay, come on. Come on, move that thing. Move it. They're causing so much delays here. I have to stop a mission for doing one mission to help out these guys. Like, how is it even possible? What are the other two? Because they weren't up there. There's one. Where's the last one? Please. See how slow this is all the way behind it. That's why everybody does not like the lift bunny up. It's slow, it's chores. Practically all the missions here are chores, but at least the ones that you can do when you're actually in a better one, the bunions, like taking out the fire, the armor bunion, when you're in the submarine, at least they're fun to do for the most part. This is just padding. This would have been better if there was a traffic stop, but then Boss Cass's minions showed up. That would have been a little bit better, and why you have to go to Ty's shop.
Ripper, mate! Mate, I don't know if this is fair income or not, but we've had another call from Birrell and Squeaver on their film set. They say they're under attack again, and this time it's for real. Now, they could be pulling our leg, but you should check.
Alright, so let's go back. Get the platonic. And going at the same time. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, no. No. The only reason why the Julia Fun Facts here is that if you go too fast, the game's no. Am I stuck? No. Please don't be stuck. Nope, I can put the camera around. Hold on. There you go. I can still do that. Oh, thank God, that's still there. We got lucky.
There are literally billions and billions of things that haven't been invented yet.
We got lucky there. Otherwise, I would have been furious. Firefight can identify the Greenwood Force again. Platonic Panic. I mean, I still like the fact that it was still pretty epic. They kept that nice style to it, but I don't know, because I don't play too much Nintendo games. I haven't had a Nintendo console since the Wii era. I should tell you how old I am. Besides my 3DS XL, that's about it. Well, I did have a Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance SP, DS, and then the Wii. All in that order.
Greetings. Hi, unit.
Like, am I just missing something?
Good eye.
Cass has more of his spies spread out across southern
There
rivers.
it is.
I've got Borramudgee covered, mate. So if you could take care of the...
Because I was wondering, like, dude, where do I go again for all that crap again? And there it was. Developer Firu. Because I don't know them that well. And again, there's not really a lot of games that disappoint me because I'm more selective. If you want one that actually disappointed me, I said on the Animanat's channel many times beforehand. Only because it's very true what happened to this game. And that is Kingdom Hearts 3. That one does feel like a disappointment. Yes, I think the thing you could say initially I might have liked it, but when I really think about it long and hard, that game is a disappointment. Oh wait, I summoned them. Here we go. They're gonna say you're just saying that. Was I the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan as a kid? I mean, I liked the games I played as a kid, but that's about it. I didn't get into the lore like I am nowadays. Wasn't there with everybody with Birth by Sleeve, Dream Drop Distance, or even the original Kingdom Hearts or Shared Memories. I think there's like this strange, what I call revisionist, and how we view that series a little bit. But here's the thing: it's a game at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh, you didn't like this game, go away. How dare I dislike a game that everybody else likes? Like, come on, let's not be that. Let's not be that individual. I think there are still some strong, validated criticism to have here. Very much so. The issue is that it doesn't feel like anybody could say anything without getting either massively liked by the community, by some cases. Some people are just hated automatically because, oh, I didn't like the game for whatever reason, or if my logic does make sense, people always read in between the lines, and then it's like, guys, that's not what I said. Bobby F. Gamer, and a few others. But it's like, then what do you want me to say then? If I can't, there's like a very much old school, not even like old school interview. You can actually look up the interview by Francis Ford Coppola, because this is how I feel. If we can't say the criticism that we want to say, then what do you expect from me? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? What I mean by that, when he was making The Godfather with Paramount, they were looking for an actor to play, you know, the Don himself. They had the family Corleone, Vito Corleone. So, who do they get to play the Don? Well, they couldn't find someone at that time and age who hasn't already been established. That's how Francis saw it. So he thought, who are vaguely the age to play Vito Corleone, along with who are the most respected or good, talented enough actors that we have at the time period to play the character. So he concluded, well, there's only two actors that he thought of at the time. And these are the two that he picked. English actor Laurence Olivier, and of course Marlon Brando. Laurence Olivier was the English actor with an English accent at the time, but he was very sick at the time. So Laurence Olivier could not do the film. So when he suggested Marlon Brando, at first you think, man, Marlon Brando, that's a great choice. But remember, it's Marlon Brando, so if you know anything about Marlon Brando's behavior on sets, you know, changing the screenplay on a whim, or, you know, just him being a troublemaker, he mostly was a troublemaker because some of his attitudes and behavior would cause delays in production. Everybody in that room went, no, we're not having him. Even the president of Paramount said, to paraphrase, we'd rather have you hire a nobody than Marlon Brando, and you will do as I say. So Francis leans back in the chair. He's like, what do you want from me? If I can't present you my ideas that I present to all of you, what do you expect from me? What do you want from me? So hearing that, the president said, alright, you really want Marlon Brando? We have 3 conditions for you. Number 1, you must do a screen testing, for obvious reasons. 2, he will put up $1 billion bond, not billion dollar, $1 million bond for this movie in case any of his behaviors would cause any delays in production. Okay, I say that makes sense due to his track record. And thirdly and finally, he must do the film for nothing. Yes, that's right, at the time they said that he must do the film for nothing if he gets hired. That was with the conditions, and it's like, okay, he said, almost Marlon Brando. And for the rest of that, you know what happened. Marlon Brando does the tape. He likes him, but in order to convince everybody else for the role, then I gotta show this to somebody. So he takes it to Charlie Brewhorn, the owner of Gulf and Western Paramount at the time. So he sets it up for Mr. Bluehorn. He looks at the footage, and he almost said, no, you're not having this actor, no. But he saw the transformation from Brando. He went from a blonde-haired gentleman at the time to, because he had shoe polish at his house, he took off the Japanese robe. Again, very interesting story on how he transformed. Put on a white shirt, you know, dyed his hair black with that shoe polish, and it was like, look at that fire! He completely changed to the Don, to Vito. He did everything, like, you know, he saw the transformation, he saw heard him do the Italian accent, and he was like, that's incredible! That's incredible! And so at that point, if the owner liked him, it pretty much was the securing plot point for Marlon Brando become the Don, and from that point onwards, you only think of Vito Corleone as one actor, and one actor only, being Marlon Brando. So that's how he got hired. So I feel like it's that way between Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, we're like, some of us are like Coppola in that reason. It's like, well, what do you guys want us to say? Because I don't want to be positive all the time. Because I believe in this saying, if everybody agrees on the exact same point, then we get nowhere. If we can't say anything negative or have fair, constructive-based criticism, then we get nowhere. Developers or anybody else out there, they get away with shit that you think that are a letdown and disappointment due to past entries in anything, really.
Bonza tie.
Then you're just trapped in this loop
Greenwood Forest from
they don't learn,
Mate,
consumers
this is
don't
an
learn,
emergency.
and
Red
we
was
get this product in the end that they try to pass off as whatever it is that you like. And disappointment factor. Some people will say that your expectation was too high. Mine wasn't as high as everybody else, but I kind of wanted a game that is just going to be like the game that I played back many years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this game going to be exactly like the game that I played umpteen years ago, that being Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2? I mostly started off with Kingdom Hearts 2 back as a kid, back in the good old, was it 2008, 2007 time period? That's what I was in this current house that I live in. I would say kind of yes, but no. So there's that. So I feel like that if we can't express our criticism, then what do you want me to say? Nothing at all? No. Because you have to say something. You know what? Knack 1 to me is still alright. I didn't finish the game, but I only rented that because I had a mom was babysitting somebody at the time, and for her coworker's kid, and well, one, he was too young to witness all my awesome teen-rated to mature games, so I had to switch it up. So that's the only reason why I did it, that I rented Knack 2. No, Knack 1, but I played a little bit. No, not I didn't play Knack 2, but I saw some gameplays of Knack 2. I'm like, it looks to be fun. But there's stuff that we like about it. That's why I say it's okay to express your criticism. You don't have to agree with everybody out there. Just be fair and honest, and I just say, just be honest. That's the best thing I can say to people. Just be honest. Who cares if someone calls you a name or be like, you don't understand stuff? It's like, bro, do you understand stuff? Because I don't. I'm not going to agree with everybody. That's fine. And that's why I say it's okay to feel like, hey, like, do you understand my complaint? If you walked away with Kingdom Hearts 3 thinking it was the best in its series, thinking that it was great, then I say, okay, fine, but not for me, not to others, and that's okay. But apparently, the community can never move on for 3, and I don't think they will. Even when Kingdom Hearts 4 launches, there will be very much comparisons to all the mainline titles. At least number-wise, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 will... And here's the thing, I think I said the same thing with Ruby as well, is that I think all the criticism for Kingdom Hearts in all the past titles, numbers and the side games, or, you know, being Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, 358 Days Over 2, they are all still prevalent of what the main titles both did do better and for the worse.
Thanks, mate. Rex just called.
C-Lab again. Like, everything exists, it's there. But I think Kingdom Hearts 3 just got to that point where it's like, alright, here it is, what are they talking about? And then it just happened. And to be fair, did I play all the games after 3? I did. I didn't play the mobile title, I didn't play Dark Road, I barely played Union Cross for a while, so I just said, nope, I think this is enough for me, even though I am a Goddess of Victory Nikkei player nowadays. The point is, I think at the end of the day, here's what Kingdom Hearts does need to fix, as a validated criticism. 1, hire new writers. If you gotta get Nojima back, get Nojima back. If you gotta get the people who wrote for Dream Days, go for it. If you gotta get Daisuke Watanabe back, go for it. So I don't think Murasaka Oka can do it. That's it. 2, there's gotta be a better deal with Disney with all these restrictions that we saw, or the limitations of what they can do with the world, so not do with the world, and integrate their plots better. Thirdly, have someone just tell Nomura, no. Just have someone say, no. AKA, have some better editors, please.
G'day, Tom.
Because it's not that hard to get a good editor, or some better editors, just to say, hey man, I think this is a great idea, but let's just pull it back a bit. And finally, can we just focus on what the main plot is now? And hopefully, that's what I see in Kingdom Hearts 4. That the plot does seem to be more focused now, versus what happened with the Dark Seeker saga, because 3 did spend some of its runtime, admit it, trying to set up Kingdom Hearts 4 with the Lost Masters arc that he really wanted to move on to, but just didn't know how to properly conclude the third game. And that's fine. Are we going to agree with everybody? No, but I think this is a fair, constructive base criticism. And yes, I would love to have more anime-esque moments. Those anime-esque moments we got in 1 was pretty good. Come on, we all remember that my friends are my power moment. Guys, that is so much of a shonen-esque moment. It was crazy. It was awesome. The stare-downs, the battles, the duel you got in that first game. Those are pretty cool. Having that crossover of Final Fantasy and Disney made such a great idea. The reaction commands in 2 went even further and beyond that. Hell, the closest enough you can get nowadays to those reaction commands were actually the Naruto games by Cyberpunk. You know, when they went to Ninja Storm, especially with 2, 3, and 4, especially 2 and 3, because I think those were the closest to when you did those quick time events. You got to be a part of the story where they were like recreating the moves over and over again from either the manga or the anime. I found those to be very exciting, to be very fresh, to be like, whoa, those are so cool to play out. I think I'll give credit to Cyberpunk when they did those Shippuden games for Ninja Storm, at least Ultimate Ninja Storm. Those were so cool to see. Like, you know, like, hey, you want to do some big Giga Chad moves? Those were kind of badass, like, to see. Or like, hell, we're crying out loud, even like in the, was it the third game for Ninja Storm? That, yeah, Choji's dad never lifted up the Nine-Tailed Fox, but with the fact that you could do it in that idea was awesome. It was so badass. Like, thank you, finally, thank you. That was sweet to cool pull off. So, and it does look like for the Kingdom Hearts 4 they are gonna bring back those reaction style commands. So I'm like, good. I would love to see what the evolution to these would be. To be for that, like, take the risk again. Get those anime style moments that everybody goes, holy crap, bro, like we say, bro, look at that, look at what they did. That's what got people to talk about too. Apparently the old tale goes that back in the day on GameFAQs, people didn't like reaction commands and they got rid of them, but that's also because Tokyo Team was working on Versus 13 at the time. But it's like, bro, if people like this reaction command style a lot, maybe you guys should go back to it. You may not be the style of what 2 was like, but if you go for it, make it a good attempt and effort to bring stuff back, that'll be badass. As that's what I like to say a lot. But I think the criticism is fair. Granted, people like different things, and that's fine. Am I going to agree with everybody? Hell no. But if we can't find a good middle ground, as I always say at my job...
Time, mate. Julius has just finished decoding that...
Oh dear, this data now...
Basically, we'll get a Shadow Bunyan, and then along with them doing some stuff.
I don't believe it! Cass has kidnapped the entire town!
So yeah, we could do the final mission if you want to, and do all the other things later.
G'day, Tom.
Should you choose to decide to do that? And guys, it's perfectly fine. I don't think even like Kingdom Hearts 3 is even like my biggest disappointment, because nowadays it's more minor because I've moved on from it. And I just say that to this day, that is simply this. You know, what does, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 gonna bring? Is it gonna bring back to the style of 1 with the good storytelling, 2 with some amazing reaction command style, and find a way to balance out the stuff that's from the prequels, that is the Age of Fairy Tail. I would love to see that. If you want something that I actually feel more disappointed in, it is developer Furu, or Furu, I can't pronounce the game, but you probably know them from being like, was it the games that developed that's called Monarch to the how do you pronounce it? The Caglio effect, along with what else is there? You probably also saw what was it called? Oh yeah, the Moors versus 13S style Renets and Cry Star and Cry Makima. Well, I don't think Furo is a bad developer. I think I can safely they are in this label that I like to use a lot. They seem to have a lot of good ideas on paper, execution's off. What's the problem with Renets? Well, I actually do like the combat of that game. I thought it was pretty fun and engaging. However, you're kind of limited by the magic system. The magic is kind of cool to pull off, but doesn't feel like there's a lot of weight to the weapons. Some of them are, but some of them do fit in the category of slow, fast, and heavy. Some of the magic abilities are pretty cool to pull off when you do get a good combo going. But I also fear that the story was very much rushed out at the end. I think they even stated that this is idea like umpteenth at the time, but even with having Nojima, even he has to work around what he's given with, and I feel like he did the absolute best he could given the time. Granted, they did give you a lot of free DLC that did help expand some of these characters' story and their arcs, so I did like that they were for free, but I wish again they were the main storyline and not just DLC. Right here.
G'day! I'm here to fix your car.
You took your time. I could have grown a spark plug in the time it took you to get here.
There you go. Good as new.
Well, I doubt that. Anyway, at least I can get to Burramudgee now.
You wouldn't want to miss your Whingers Anonymous meeting.
I heard that.
Is that it feels rushed, like, but I think if they stuck with, in my opinion, what Renets could have been, this gimmick, that I actually did like, because the first half was moving at a nice fast pace, it felt like more of this. Magic wizards on the streets that want to do their own thing, compared to magic wizard cops that want to keep order from the chaos. Had they kind of kept that style, I really would have liked it a lot more. Unfortunately, they didn't quite stick that landing right then and there, my friend. Because after a while, the cops that you were with for a bit, that were trying to like hunt down these street wizard kids and whatnot, they kind of got blamed for a crime that they were getting too much, as the old saying goes, a little bit too nose deep into. So they get framed for a bunch of stuff and join you street wizard kids. And go there. Also, at the same time, there were just way too many characters that they were introduced. Like, sometimes I felt like, okay, did I see that person ago? And they were like, yes, maybe hours ago or walkthroughs ago. And then it's like, oh, they're here. But then they kept introducing new things that didn't quite fit the mold, and hence my disappointment in the story later. Granted, they are trying to set up a sequel. And if we do get that, hopefully they aren't a lot of things out, because I would love to see that game actually shine a lot better. Cry Star and Cry Makima, they honestly should have been visual novels and not like this hybrid of a somewhat dungeon game with
hey bro,
a story.
What can I do for you? Good one, mate. You should have fun with that. Sorry, bro, but you don't have enough cash. Catch ya, bro.
Hold on. I'll get to that. Hold on. Just hold on. Like that one, I thought I heard of a couple of VAs for it, but I must have picked the wrong game because I think I mixed that up with a different game. Anyway, long story short, that one I won't spend too long with Renets. It feels like a good 5 out of 10 game because, like, if you never played a game before and want story, you can enjoy the story, but it takes 4 different routes to get to the truth. The English side for the VAs, oh my, am I allowed to say it? I feel like half of them are asleep. And if you go, wait, was it that bad? Cherry Lee sounds like she's just line reading, like she wants to get through it. For one of the characters. Cassandra Lee Morris and her co-stars as the villains, they are trying their best, but only one of them gives a damn a little bit. And I say the best VA is Anissa's actor from Gods of Victory Nikkei, because that's one of her roles, first roles she ever got, was in that game called Christ Star. And it sounds like she's the only one who's giving it all, so who gives a damn. So that's about it. So I think the best way to describe that game is discount, save your sister, will grant you a wish. Or get these things, will save your sister, so not the best game. Okay, let me, hold on a second, let me check this right now. It's either going to be Capcom with Krome Studios for because Hideaki's back, so he'll make a good action game. Platinum Games, if you want to go with them. Grasshopper Manufacture Studios. To like maybe some of the new developers right now, because they said that new like crazy people do like I can't pronounce that damn new action game that's coming out soon. Or the people who are making Spine right now, because Spine looks amazing. But first of all, we gotta play Spine first to actually get a good glimpse at it. Because a lot of the trailers are promising for Spine, we just gotta actually see it in action more often. See what it actually plays like. It looks amazing. Like, looks like a good like John Woo game. I don't know. I think Tango... Oh, no. Tango is still around. Crafton bought him out. So they're alive. That's funny. I mean, it is. Alright, here we go.
Those morons are ruining my movie. Get them off my set.
Are you sure they're not just extras, like before?
No way. We never seen these guys before. You have to help us.
Let me think about it.
Now look here, I hope I wasn't out of line with that orange bath mat remark earlier.
What?
Burl, we called him that after he left.
Jeepers, we're sorry for getting mad at you, Ty. Will you please help us? Pretty please?
Okay. You're okay in my books, buddy.
Uh-oh. Here they come again.
Run!
Yeah, you can buy Ty's boomerang in this game. Now, granted, in the original game, for Sly's boomerang, in the original, this thing was actually more fashion-like. It was like, but I actually do like it got a little nice of an upgrade. What a go.
That's a wrap, Ty. Great work.
The dailies will be awesome. They'll make a great scene in our film.
Do you have representation?
Thanks, but I'll keep my day job.
See, that was fun. See, now that, folks, was funnier. They liked him so much, it's like, well, we'll pretend that we're in trouble, so we can get some nice, some nice shots for our movie, because they must have figured that, but that guy's awesome, bring him back. It's like, are you sure you're not extras? It's a damn shame you do never see the film. It would have been funny if you actually did see the film. And it's like, okay. If I had to say there was another game I'm slightly disappointed. I mean, I like to say that I was because they had the great Shinji Mikami on it for Evil Within 1. But also granted, if you heard the story on like how Evil Within 1 was even made, he tried pitching a bunch of different ideas. A lot of them kept getting rejected, but at the same time, it was also, what can I? There was kind of like some admission that like, that he was the father of, well, one of the founding members of horror. So they all just expected that, is he gonna make us a horror game? But they didn't want the other stuff. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll make a horror game. Wow, I really did this one. Let's see. So I gotta go way back over there. I mean, Mikami's a good director, and it's honestly nice to see that he's with Shift Up now, with the new studio. So, Shift Up is gonna go places. I mean, that's almost one of the things. I was almost disappointed in Stealth Bright. I was almost disappointed. Because I liked what I was playing when I was doing the live stream and the demo. I was like, dude, this is actually pretty nice, but I just kept thinking that, okay, but where's that extra push? Where's that extra push that I know this game desperately needs so that we can all go, oh, hell yeah, that's why this is good for. Because I like collecting the outfits, I like doing some of the missions. I mean, we are actually, because there's like a new, what is it, Spirit Idol game, something we're getting. We are getting Stellar Blade 2-ish, although it's called Blood Rain. I'm already excited for that, with our new protagonist, Evie. Definitely we'll see Eve somewhere in the game, in the actual game. They have said that that game is going much faster with development than Stellar Blade was, so that's good. Now, what else is there? Is that supposed to be like a unannounced game that they're still working on? So it's like, okay. They're not going to. They're in Korea. That's a lot of time and money. You do realize not every studio needs to like have multiple divisions out there, because you also have to attract developers and say that, hey, come over here now. That also leads to one of why so many games are expensive. Because when you think about it, creating a new game studio sounds awesome until you realize cost of living, you need to find funding, insurance, employees to say, come over here. For example, why I think a lot of games nowadays get announced so early on development, and yet a lot of them are getting canceled, sadly. or unfortunately they just never come out. It's, you know, brand recognition, finding the right developers. You also have to move them if they're not in that exact location, that exact spot. I mean, making a game is, as everybody's going to say, is expensive as hell. Maybe for localization reasons, maybe they want to set up, but I'm not Shift Up. I can't tell them what to do. I'm not a game developer, but I think that's why this industry is slow. Probably is one of the main culprits.
Looking grim, Ty. Cass wrecked the pipes carrying oxygen to the sea lab, and the scientists are gasping for air.
You can use the sub-bunyip to pick up the pipes and put them back in place. That should get the oxygen flowing again.
I mean, no, I have no idea what you're talking about, but at the same time, I can't even make a comment on that because I just can't. Sometimes it's sad to see these companies go. Sometimes they've made some great memories.
Hurry up, mate.
And some developers just don't want to work no more due to the stress. Why do you think Bruce Straley? Because you'll remember this. But I can't comment on this though. Why do you think Bruce Straley isn't making a game no more? Look what happened to Uncharted 4: A Thief's End during that development. Whatever lead director Amy Hennig was working on sounded really promising, really great. But then, allegedly, the rumor goes, somebody walked in, this individual might be Neil Druckmann, looked at the game, played it, and said, "This game sucked." So, whatever power he had at Naughty Dog at the time led... Yeah, because, A, Neil fucked everybody over. Amy Hennig was fired, and literally the entire game... Yeah, that's how Amy Hennig was fired from Naughty Dog. The story goes, because it probably is true, they saw what the game looked like. Some people might liked it, but according to some sources, it is Neil who saw the game and played it and said, "This game sucked." Somehow, the power he had later eventually led to Amy Hennig being fired. So, however those influences work over there, but let's just call it influences he had to maybe other people as well, just fired Amy Hennig, which then led to the big time crunch Naughty Dog had. Was it a year and a half, close to 2, to get Uncharted 4 out the door?
You did
Whatever
a
story
bonza job there, mate.
she had originally planned down was either scrapped, thrown away, to be reorganized into the game we had now. So it was like a huge, big, what? Type situation. So it's like that type of situation that I keep describing to people. To what you heard. And, oh, by the way, even Sully's actor. No, it wasn't, because Naughty Dog has always been in North America. It's not that... what I'm even getting at. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is what happens when someone has a lot of power, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to describe to people. That led to the firing of Amy Hennig. $3,000, that's what we're looking for. And you can grind all that if you want to. God, man, I would love to explore this area, but God, I hate the sharks. And there's no shark cages like last time. So, but also Sully's voice actor, motion caption actor, he called Neil a piece of shit. But he didn't say that, boy. He just said that, like, you know, that, well, you just gotta work things to get things done. That's the end of the day. And it's like, but it was that saying that you hear at work that goes like, oh, he just called him a big piece of shit. I'm like, but because of all these working conditions that everybody was Naughty Dog was working at, a lot of employees did leave. And why Bruce Straley left the industry entirely. Because of the long hours of working, overtime, stress. He just said, nope, I'm done now. I'm getting out of here. But also, at the same time, you want to know why? Some of the decisions made in the godforsaken, we call it this way, Last of Us Part 2 was made because there was nobody in the world at Naughty Dog anymore to tell Neil Druckmann no. If you ever want to know why, because Bruce was the guy for Neil who kept saying no to some of these ideas. So think about that, when you lose one of the key people that kept somebody on the damn leash, it all makes sense now. But that's just one story that I can even move on from, because there's just so much there for Naughty Dog that even like recently, Sony has to be like, well, Naughty Dog hasn't released a game this generation, and it's like, geez, guys, I wonder why. Oh wait, that because Jim Ryan and the boys at Naughty Dog, at Sony, truly believe that having multiple live service games was the future of PlayStation. And it wasn't. Look what happened to a lot of them. Canceled. Gone. Bye-bye. We could point the fingers at a lot of things, like the lockdowns happening, because everybody was looking for stuff to play at the time. Because of the lockdown, development was all being worked at home. Them thinking that we need the next Fortnite. Turning single-player games into live service experience only, that doesn't work out unless you were like PUBG, Apex, Fortnite, and a few others at the time. But even those games are slowly losing audience as the time go on. Like, they have their whales, it's another thing. Even gacha games that started off very well, I can safely say I haven't touched Genshin Impact in multiple years. I haven't been back to a few games that were gachas or live service because I said, no thank you, I'm good for a while. I want single player games again. That's why. Monies are expensive, people overblow the budget, the cost of living has gone up. Even if your game does well with 3 million, 4 million copies, it may or may not save a company, depending on how much they spend for the game. Some of these LARPers will tell you that, well, 3 millions are great. Like, I think it's still great, it just depends on what we're hearing. Like, for example, Last Light is doing so well for 007, and Amazon's like, alright. Amazon came out, it's like, well, if you guys really want that sequel for Last Light, they said go right ahead. Yet, if there's demand for it, and there is demand, we want IO to continue to make another Bond title. That would be so cool to see where we take their James Bond into the sequel. I heard so many positive things, but some of these LARPers came out and be like, well, no, it didn't sell well enough because they spent too much money, and like 3 million is just now what they report. Like, if the game is selling like hotcakes, and if it's a good single player campaign, people were talking about it a lot, so I think we're in good hands with that. So that's what I'm trying to say positively. Other titles that should come back easily these days aren't. Like, again, I hate Sony so much, but we had a chance to play a brand new freaking Twisted Metal game, but it was live service and it was canceled before you even got out the door. Twisted Metal was coming back and they turned it to live service. Wow. But it was even canceled. Wow, why? Like, what was the logic in that? I know, doubt. There are so many things we could talk about the industry these days. I do think a crash needs to happen big time, because I think a lot of companies, they just got away with it too much. People don't know what they want until we have it.
Let's do it, sir. Let's face off against that cad boss Cass.
Hey, wait up, Possum. You're not leaving without me.
Or me. It's time for me to pay back an old debt.
I mean, that's why they had the landing strip was just for this scene. So yes, the last part of the game is bunions, but at least you get the fun one.
Wow, yours is really cool. What is it?
It's a missile bunyip. I built it myself.
With a little help from Julius.
Rightio, chaps. We're over the drop zone. Prepare to engage.
The one time they ore farmed so hard in this game series.
Is that a...
Shadow Bunyip?
Shadow Bunyip?
Sounds like you've got bunyip envy, Sly. Don't worry. I like yours too.
I mean, you just said that a minute ago.
Look out! Incoming!
So yeah, instead of using boomerangs, we're using bunions. But you could also do this. See if we can get it close. Ah, no, got the range. Pretty cool, right? You're gonna need that for the... But this is also where they just ran out of time and money and everything stuff. If you do want to grind, this is the place to do it. Just keep on repeating the last mission over and over, and you'll get like good combos.
Will you quit it?
Stop, bro. Looks like Cass doesn't want us to leave.
Struth! What in the world is that?
Patchy.
It's Patchy. He's a cybersaur.
Yeah.
He'll be sore after we finish with him.
The only good joke they had. But also now look at it. We're just tanking him.
never learn, do ya?
We must be getting closer. Let's move it.
And Buster.
Not again. Cass doesn't really think he can stop us, does he?
I mean, it is Buster, so yes. But thankfully, he's over before you know it's this time around. Like, remember like how I said they're running out of ideas? That's it. 2 reuse boss battles, and then Cass later. That's it. Like, they couldn't figure out, like, anything else. Sorry, but that's embarrassing. At least with the first Thai game. Some of those levels did go on a little bit too long, but at the same time, at least I got different battles. With the bull, with the shark, with Fluffy, with Sly, with Bat, and then battling Cass. Thankfully, he's out in 2 hits, so let's go. Woohoo! I know, in the only the Game Boy game we actually go to Castropolis. Here it's just a jungle. Really, really original, guys. Alright, get ready to fight Boss Cass. I can say at least his was a little better than what we got with these boss battles.
Sly, Shazza, see if you can free the Baramachi townies. I'm going after Cass.
No worries.
Yep, here we go.
What is it, Shazza?
Be careful. Okay, Possum?
I'll be right. Hey, Shazza! See you around like a risso.
Okay, so this is it. The final battle, the final stretch, yada yada yada. Just jump down. That's all you gotta do. Jump down, You'll be fine. This time you can actually fight him for once.
Leave your little orange nose out of my business, could you?
Blame yourself, Cass. You mess with me mates, you mess with me.
Nanobots. And they actually have a good design. So now Cass is gonna transform. With the only boss of the series I can think about actually that's actually multi-stage. And again, has a good design. So he goes to let him hit once. Then attack him. Avoid that attack move at all costs. Attack again. Again, it's not like this is the hardest game in the world, but I at least appreciate some effort when it counts. Also, you're in a lava arena, so you get bonus for that. I wish they used the stage better. I wish there was actual, like, tension, like, as you're doing this, maybe you're hitting stuff that's causing the lava to rise faster. Maybe you lost some of the coolant. And then, now it's not just a race to get to the top, but it's also a race to defeat Cass before he escapes. Like, just imagine a line that, well, this has been fun and all, but now I shall leave. Oh, he's not down yet. But the goal is for him to reach... Shit. Really? Watch this. I thought I had it. That should go for this stage. Let him use up all the... Shit, why is he so... As much as I like the Shadow Bunyan design, they did not balance these things out correctly. Or give you like a block or a dodge, at least. Oh, what shit, what happened? Thought I lost the stream there for a second, gentlemen. Alright, try again. Alright, now he's just on his feet, and he can't really do that much, so hit him a couple times. Game over. Bush rescue. Game over, and that's how it is.
It's over, Cass.
You heard the man.
Hey, 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 it was all a bit of fun. I hope I wasn't out of line with that crack about turning your friends into ice cubes. I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. How about you join my team, huh? I could use a couple of good men. Easy work, good money, and nice jackets.
Fat chance, Cass. We're taking you in.
Oh, it's just not fair.
Most unfortunate.
And for extremely selfless acts of bravery, I am proud to present these medals made of the most exquisite thunder eggs to Sly, Shazza, and Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger.
The only mention of thunder eggs ever in this game. And he's back in prison once again.
Food's up, boys! This is so humiliating.
And that is an Australian thing what they're doing for the logo, so that's it. That's all of Ty Bush Rescue, even though I really don't want to do this. Just to get it out of the way, because you see, to me that's funny.
Crikey! You're a frill lizard. What are you doing here?
What does it look like? I'm working, mate. Not all lizards are...
And I'm just gonna do this for the heck of a second.
Righto, mate. First thing you need to know is how... If you haven't worked it...
I know, I'm glad it's like the only thing you don't have to do, like, it's to the option.
Before you had... Here's a skill that... Did you know that you can use those two rangs of yours as... Well, looky here. Some water. Just like a big bath. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you, Keith?
Steady on there, mate. Anyways, Ty, we'll teach you how to swim in the water. It's easy, really.
When you're in the drink...
Like, I haven't been doing this throughout the entire game, I'm just saying. So yeah, just kind of keep doing, like, areas that will give you combos and whatnot, and then you'll just be fine. So, what do I truly think about the Ty series? Again, guys, I don't hate it. I don't dislike Bush Rescue.
See that tug? Careful, mate. Here's something you might find useful. See these rails?
Grind on them. And that's the end of the tutorial that I saved to the end because I even did the last time as a kid.
Well done, mate. You've learnt just about every bush rescue trick in the book.
And that's it. That's literally it. That's all the missions you can do. You can find optional challenges for you want to do that.
Righto, mate.
Either Julius or some people other set up for you. You can still get yourself all the rings. I only have 17,000 right now, so I don't have enough to get all the rings. You can go around, still do everything you want to. So, is that really up to save the tide to? Well, does bigger mean better? In this case, I think this does suffer from the usual suspect of sequel-itis, but there are some fun parts in here. A couple of the missions can be fun to do if you're still a kid, and even for me as an adult, I still like a couple missions, but I wouldn't say they're like their favorite, just that they get the job done. Like, you get in, get out, and go home to play some better games. It is relaxing, it's refreshing. It is a platformer after all. If you still want to collect everything, it's like, go right ahead. It's just there for you. Go for it. The boomerangs, in my opinion, are one of those... It's one of those sad mechanics I still like. Because the boomerangs are really fun once you get them. And unlock their better upgrade version to take down some of those bigger thrills. But at the same time, it just feels odd that they don't do a whole lot. Yeah, yes, they're meant to be thrown. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. But outside of some unique designs for a couple of them, they don't do a whole lot with them. And sadly, when you get to the third game, which we're not going to do because I have no interest in playing the third game, they just stop being what their main purpose should have been. Range weapons. And then by some strange reason, they made them melee weapons. And that's like defeat like the new enemy type, the new system that they had in place. So you can take that for what you want. If you think that was a cool idea, fine. I don't think so because it just didn't feel like a tie game in my opinion. Being the Dreaming was a cool experience for you saw in the trailer, but Tie didn't need to go what the route of Jack and Daxter tried to do. Or Ratchet and Clank. It just needed to be Tie. So, but I still like some of the cast here, they're still fun. This is a short game, I'd beat it in 5 hours, 6 hours almost by the time I finished this live stream, because I knew exactly what to do, I knew what to do, where to go, and I'm just like, okay, let's do this for just for the fun of it. Was it fun to play? A little bit. Do I feel like the bush rescue stuff is a little gimmicky? Yeah. Are some of these levels fun to go through? Well, maybe like only a couple of them, but I think that's also where Tie 2 failed in the biggest failed, where Tie 1 did a lot better. They had more recognizable stuff. From the snowy mountains, to the jungle level, to the great outback, to the beaches. Those are a little bit more memorable. Here it's just a swamp-ish area with crocodiles. Travel back in time period. The sewers for one part. They didn't even do the full thing, sadly. Riding around in the truck to go from point A to point B. A small town that doesn't really get developed that often. Hell, they had a cemetery with this ominous cloud in the sky. I thought it was going to be like in a haunted mansion as a kid. To something else. They kind of don't do a whole lot, sadly. And I think that's why I still say a good Tie game just feels, guess what, a little disappointing. Because stuff is here to be a good Tie game. It just... something happened. And we know what happened. Too many cooks in the development room. Changing the idea of what was supposed to be. From a time-traveling sequel to this. I think I would like to see it if they ever did Tie 5. Either make it that time travel experience or go back to basics. What made Tie 1 so great? Give me those level designs that they want to do. So do I really hate this game? No. Do I find this game all that amazing? No. I think as a kid I liked it, as an adult I go mix. But it's nice that it's available for HD consoles, it's slightly preserved. I just wish some things were ironed out a little bit better, or maybe not make a lot of stuff further away. Sadly, they wouldn't learn that lesson in Tie 3 because you need to do a little bit more extra to get to certain areas and whatnot. I think the crab robot was a little bit better idea to use, but I digress. So once again, I don't know what next for the channel is. We'll see as the games come out what I feel like playing. But off screen, I will definitely be playing the new James Bond title along with a couple others that I saw that look amazing. I mean, people like different things, my friend, I'm just saying. I would like to say, though, they do have races here, so if you want to play co-op with your friends, go for it. Either in single player or in the multiplayer mode, so there's all that. But I think at the end of the day, I'm done with the tie games. Maybe they'll make a 5th one. It's been since, because they announced like something might happen. The only thing is they something might happen. Because basically at the 20th anniversary they showed up what Tie 5 could look like, but not really. It's more like a tech demo with Unity. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.